Here's something nobody's telling you about side hustle. 78% of people who start a side hustle after 50 are actually just trading hours for dollars in the gig economy and wondering why they're exhausted, but not any closer to financial freedom. If you've been confused about whether to drive for DoorDash or finally monetize that decades of experience that you've got, stick with me because I'm about to clear up the biggest confusion in the side hustle world, and it's costing people like you thousands of dollars. Look, I get it. You're scrolling through articles about side hustle, and everything from delivering groceries to building a consulting empire gets lumped into the same category. But here's the truth. Not all side hustles are created equal. There are really two very different paths here: gig work and skills-based income. And honestly, most people over 50 are choosing the wrong one simply because they don't understand the difference. Today, I'm breaking down both paths, showing you exactly where each one leads. And by the end of this video, you'll know which one makes sense for your situation. And if you need help figuring that out, I've got a free guide that'll walk you through it step by step. Let's start with gig work. This is what most people think of when they hear side hustle. And look, there's nothing wrong with gig work, but you need to go in with your eyes wide open about what it actually is. Here's the simple way to think about it. Gig work is when you sign up for a platform like Uber, DoorDash, or TaskRabbit, and they send you tasks or gigs. You complete the task, you get paid and done. The platform controls the rules, the rates, and often who gets the work. You're essentially plugging yourself into someone else's system, trading your time and effort for quick cash. It's flexible, it's accessible, but you're always playing by their rules. Skills-based income is completely different. This is when you are the business. You're leveraging your expertise, your experience, your knowledge to create value that people will pay for, whether that's consulting, teaching, or providing specialized services. You set the prices, you choose the clients, you build the systems. Instead of getting paid for completing tasks, you're getting paid for solving problems and delivering expertise. The barrier to entry is high, but so is the earning potential and the control that you have. Think of it this way. Gig work is renting your time. Skills-based income is monetizing your value. Now, with that crystal clear, let me walk you through the progression, because here's what's interesting. Some opportunities sit right in the middle of gig work and skills-based income, and that's actually where the magic happens. So let's start with level one, delivery and transportation. This is ground zero. Think DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, Amazon Flex. You're essentially renting out your time, your car, and your energy for quick cash. The barrier to entry, super low. The earning potential, also relatively low. Here's the deal. If you need money this week to cover an unexpected expense, delivery work can be a lifeline. But, and this is important, you're trading time for money with zero leverage. When you stop, the money stops. That's it. Level two, online microtasks. This is a step up. We're talking user testing websites, taking surveys, virtual assistant gigs on platforms like Fancy Hands, or doing quick tasks on Fiverr. You're using slightly more cognitive skills than just driving, but you're still in the time for money game. You might make $15 to $25 an hour if you're efficient, but the work is often repetitive and there's no real growth trajectory. Now, both of these paths have their place. If you've got a gap between paychecks or need to test the waters of working for yourself, they're accessible. But here's what they're not. They're not building anything. They're not developing a business asset. You're not leveraging your 30 years of experience. You're essentially working another hourly job, just with more flexibility. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Level three, task-based services. This is the bridge. This is the crossover category, and it's where smart people over 50 should be paying attention. Platforms like Handy, Care.com, or Rover let you leverage actual skills, not just your time and transportation. Maybe you've got handyman skills from maintaining your home for 30 years, or you're great with seniors because you've been caring for aging parents, or you understand dogs because, well, you've been with them your whole life. This is still gig work. You're still on someone else's platform taking what they give you. But this is the magic part. You're starting to see that people will pay you for what you know, not just for what you do. This is the aha moment category, because task-based services can become the testing ground for something much, much bigger. Think about it. That person doing senior care through Care.com, they could easily launch their own service-based business helping families navigate elder care. That Rover dog walker, They've got the foundation for a pet care consulting business or an online course about dog behavior. Task-based services are GigWork's sophisticated older sibling, and they're pointing you toward the real opportunity. This is where your decades of experience finally start paying off the way they should. Now, let's move on to level 4, service-based business. Remember those task-based services? Now you're doing the same thing, but you control the pricing, you choose the clients, and you build the systems. Instead of waiting for TaskRabbit to send you gigs, you're the one with a bookkeeping business serving 5 to 8 steady clients at $500 to $2,000 each per month. You're not doing more work than the gig version. You're doing smarter work with better margins. This is where white collar experience, such as project management, HR, or marketing, blue collar expertise in the trades, maintenance, or specialized skills, and pink collar knowledge in healthcare, education, administration all become incredibly valuable because you're not just executing tasks, you're actually solving problems. Now, level 5 takes us into consultancy and advisory work. This is the high leverage play. Companies will pay $150 to $350 per hour and sometimes more for someone who's been there, done that, and can help them avoid costly mistakes. Your 30 years in manufacturing, that's worth real money to companies trying to streamline their operations. Your healthcare administration background, absolute gold to smaller medical practices trying to navigate regulations. The beautiful part, you're selling your expertise, not just your time. Sure, you're in meetings or on calls, but you're charging for the decades of knowledge, not just the hour you're present. Now, level 6, online courses and digital products. This is the freedom model. You create once and sell repeatedly. Maybe you build a course teaching medical coding or project management for nonprofits or how to break into real estate after 50. The upfront work is real. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But once it's built, you can be making money while you sleep, while you travel, while you're doing literally anything else. So here's the bottom line. Gig work is a job with flexibility. Skills-based income is a business with leverage. Gig work pays you for your time. Skills-based income pays you for your value. Gig work stops when you stop. Skills-based income builds assets that can grow, scale, and even be sold someday. Now, does that mean gig work is bad? Absolutely not. For some people in some situations, it's exactly right. Maybe you genuinely just want to make an extra $500 a month delivering food on weekends, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're someone who's feeling undervalued at your job, worried about retirement, and sitting on decades of experience that nobody seems to appreciate, then you owe it to yourself to explore the skills-based path, because that's where your experience becomes your unfair advantage. That's where your age stops being a liability and starts being your brand. Here's what I want you to do right now. Ask yourself honestly, where am I on this progression? Am I stuck in the gig work loop when I could be building something bigger? Or am I not sure which path makes sense for me in my situation? If you're feeling confused about which direction to take, I created something specifically for you. It's called Hustle Smart, the ultimate guide to finding your side hustle. It's completely free and it walks you through exactly how to evaluate your skills, your situation, and your goals. No more guessing, just a clear, realistic assessment of which opportunities make sense for someone with your background and your goals. You can grab it in the description below. Just click the link and you'll get instant access. Look, you didn't spend 30 plus years building expertise just to deliver someone's burrito for $7. You've got options, you've got value, and it's time somebody showed you how to turn that into the income and freedom you deserve. If this video helped clear things up for you, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe for more straight talk about building income after 50. Drop a comment and let me know, are you currently doing gig work or are you ready to make the jump to skills-based income? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.